sir, it's your boy Keys Ali across the screen from me. I got Nico Smoke. This is the Ali and Smoke Show. I'm feeling lit than a bitch, and we getting started with our new series, Terrorism Close Calls. Nico Smoke, man, how you feeling this evening?
I'm feeling good, man. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get into this. It's a different type of show, man.
It is a
Very,
different type
very
of show,
different. But you know what I
and
mean? Let's get into it.
I'm glad that we chose this one.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
we want to make. I don't say we want to make. We're going to make light of the situation. So if you're watching this, I want to go ahead and throw a disclaimer out there. I wish we could have. Damn, we should have put it up on the screen. A disclaimer here is we're going to get these jokes the fuck off. All right, we mean no harm. This is a very serious situation, but we're gonna get these motherfucking jokes off. All right. So anything that's here is all for laughs, all for jokes. Please don't take it serious. If you're offended, we apologize in advance. All right, Nico Smoke, you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So Terrorism Close Calls, episode 1, the New York City subway plot. Nico, you ever rode the subway in New York?
Absolutely, 100%.
Is it really like crowded and crazy how people be saying? And all the
Yeah,
stereotypes.
yeah, 100%.
Niggas be dancing and shit with the put it in the bucket, doing that shit.
First of all, relax. But two, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
It depends.
put it in a hat. Put it in a hat.
It all depends on what time you ride the subway. You know
So,
what I
like,
mean?
what's the latest you've rode the subway? Like, is it like a 2-3 a.m. type thing?
Probably, yeah.
Do it be cool and chill during that time? Like, when it would be lit?
Around that time. It really could be any time, bro. Like, it's so unpredictable. It's literally
have you been stuck on there before?
Stuck on a train? No, I haven't been stuck on a train.
So you call the subway a train too? I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, because I call a train, like an Amtrak. I call that a train.
Yeah, all of it's a train. You know what I
mean?
Nah,
it's a subway. It's a subway. I guess it is a train. Oh, fuck no. Let's get to the show though, man.
What's in the subway? A train.
I guess so. I mean, I'm from South Carolina, man. The only train I know is Amtrak over there in West Greenville. But anyway, man, 3 homies plan to not blow up, self-detonate themselves in a New York City subway. Mass transit. It's been done before, I think in London, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. It had been done before, but these guys basically said, we're going to do this shit in America and we're going to blow it up. And that's what this whole episode is about. Now, going into the series, Nico, what was your first thought? Like, before you even hit play, when I hit you up and said, this is the show we doing, what's the first thing you thought, man?
The first thing I thought was, this is a wild series for us to do, but I'm rolling.
Why is it wild, Nick?
Because I don't know, like, we're going to watch a bunch of, like almost terrorism acts happen. So it's kind of, talk about it. Like, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy a little bit.
I mean, we can switch over to Abbott Elementary if you would like, my nigga. We can do something more playful.
I mean, we can do that for sure. But I'm sold on this right now, my brother. So,
what you thought when you first turned it on? Basically, it was basically the way the show is set up. It's set up as a doc series, and they have basically the law enforcement that played a part in spoiling the terrorist attack. So when you first saw my man, the first couple of guys pop up on the screen, what's your first thoughts rolling into this, man?
Was do you know who Edward Snowden is?
No, sir. Who's that?
All right, Edward Snowden is a guy who used to work for the CIA.
Okay.
He was a whistleblower. He was the but he was the first person to tell Americans, hey, the CIA and FBI are listening into your calls and your emails and all that stuff. And then now he's a citizen of Russia because the United States considers him a traitor. But if you look into his story, I don't know if he's a traitor. I think he's a hero. But when I first turned this on and I pressed play, he was the first person I thought about.
Is it because of the email situation?
Mm-hmm.
So in the first episode, man, I think the guy named is Zazie is I think it's the main character, but he's the main guy that they're
that's the main guy.
In this episode. And Zazie is living in in Denver. So him and his homies are all from Queens, New York, but Zazie moved over to Denver. And basically, this nigga Zazie was mad impatient and was emailing the terrorists like, "My boy, I need the recipe."
Yeah.
And they say he emailed like 6-7 times. Like, "My boy, you gotta relax." I think this was flagged it.
Yeah.
I think that's what flagged it.
Yo, for sure. 100%.
If he would have just sent one email and chill, it'd have been probably all right. Well, it would have been all right because people probably would have died. But they wouldn't have caught it. They wouldn't have caught it. They caught my man because my man sent like 7 emails to the terrorists. Like, "My man, I need butter and oil. I need the recipe. I need the recipe.
I need the cookbook.
I need the cookbook.
I need the cookbook, and I need it now."
What's crazy is like they have a list of emails linked to terrorists. Like, it's just like, oh shit, Nico's getting an email. Let's see what it's about.
Let's see what it's about.
Do you think you could do that job, man? You think you could sit behind a computer all day and watch somebody email, fam?
No.
Why not? You were saving America.
Nah, I'm nah.
Not rolling.
That's too much stress on my life, fam.
Could you be a drone?
To know I could possibly be in, like, because this is some real shit.
Yeah, this is
it's not
shit.
like with a cop. When a cop, you getting the real shit, but it's not to that magnitude. The magnitude is, it might be a couple people involved, but we talking about like a whole city full of millions of people, or like, we talking about groups of terrorists. Like just a group of people that you got to monitor, and you got to make sure, like, if I fuck up just by a little bit, millions can die. That's stressful as hell.
That's too much stress.
Yeah, man. Nah, I can't. Nah.
I think I could do it, man. What about, I'm gonna ask you this real quick, another off-topic question. Could you be a drone pilot that drop bombs on a third world country while sitting in your living room?
100% no.
No?
Nah, I'm not built that way.
But you play Call of Duty, right?
Sure,
What's
but
the difference?
Nah, it's a whole it's a whole lot of difference, my nigga. We talking about real and fantasy, my nigga.
I get it, but I think it's like the same mechanics, though.
Nah, it probably is, but if I have a bad day, I could jump on Call of Duty, cuss out some little kid while I kill the shit out of him. But
it could be a paying job, Nico, with good health insurance.
Oh my God. I knew this was a bad idea. We're going to get canceled before we even really get in. We a few minutes in, and this already going to be like, nah, man.
I'm telling you. Okay. Back to the story, man. Back to what happened. So Zazie was popping off in the email to the homeboy across in Pakistan, and Al-Qaeda was like, "Yo, my nigga, I need the recipe." He sent the email like 6-7 times, and the government was like, "Yo, what the fuck you talking about?" So from that point moving forward, they had eyes on Zazie. Like, from that moment, Zazie hop off in his mom's minivan and drives toward New York with a gang of like bomb making materials in his car. Like, on the way, he just stopping city by city, picking up shit on his way to New York.
Yeah.
You think my man was eating on that trip, fam?
Hey, fam.
You think he was Burger King in it?
Oh, 100%, fam.
20 nuggets for $1.
100% Wendy's. Anywhere real quick so I can get back on the highway. But what's even more crazy, bro, when he get into Queens, he get on the bridge. They stop the bridge.
They stop the bridge.
But the dogs only are trained to smell like an active bomb. So because everything wasn't put together, because the nigga was scared, like, I hit a bump,
it's a wrap.
I'm gone.
That's another GTA mission, But go ahead.
Yeah.
Just say it. Switch on GTA, but go ahead.
Anyway, so they had to let him go.
Yeah.
They had to let him go, even though they had him dead to rights.
That didn't bother you? Excuse me. I think the whole shit bothered me that along the way, every motherfucking stop, they should have picked his ass up. When he popped the email off, pick his ass up.
But that's the thing with criminals in the law. So I can send an email all day, but I didn't break a law. I can have ingredients for a bomb, but until I detonate that motherfucker, I didn't do anything wrong.
That's scary as fuck, fam.
It's very, very
That's scary as fuck.
I agree 1,000%.
They stop. Go ahead.
But what's right is right according to the law. I didn't break a law.
They tracked that nigga in the email, Zazie. They tracked him all the way across. Was it the Brooklyn Bridge? He was crossing some popular bridge. They tracked him across the bridge, had highway patrol pull him over. He had all the materials in the van, didn't pop him. Let him go to the mosque. He disappeared in the mosque for like 30 hours.
Mm-hmm.
The craziest thing, I know I'm skipping around, but the craziest thing I think that happened and threw me off about the U.S. government was they said my man pulled up at somebody's house and they pulled up, took his car, broke his car apart, broke his laptop apart, duplicated the laptop, put the car back together, and then parked the car back outside the house before he even known it was gone.
Yep.
I don't believe that shit, fam.
Hey, man, I believe it.
Fam, so right now, like, I just feel like I know if my car missing outside, fam.
Yeah, but you got to think. I think where he was parking it for it to be there. Like that was him setting it up. Like it wasn't like, all right, I'm gonna park it here right here and it's go in the house to come back out. Like, nah, this was like, I'm parking this shit here for a reason. So when the day comes, this is where it's at. I go, I do what I gotta do and get, you know what I mean, go to whoever.
Your hands went like this because you're gonna blow it up, right? I see your hands go like this.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I talk with my hands, nigga.
But nah, they grabbed it. When they say they grabbed my man car off the side of the road, towed it to some undisclosed location, broke it apart, duplicated his laptop, and they seen the cookbook. Nick, they could have picked him up then, fam.
They could have, but again, he still didn't break a law.
He got a fucking cookbook for bombs, and he's linked to terrorists. That ain't enough.
No,
man.
Unfortunately, it's not. To me and you, hell yeah.
Yes.
Lock this motherfucker up. Don't never let him come out.
Zaza, I want all of them off the street.
Yeah, but nah, he still ain't breaking law.
Then my man, they did all the police investigation and shit. Y'all gotta watch it. We're gonna snip it down a little bit. But then they went and ran down on somebody in the mosque, and he did the realest shit. He did the shit I would have did. If the police run down on me and like, yeah, you know Nico Smoke? Yeah, man, we investigating Nico Smoke. As soon as they leave, I'm calling you like, my boy, the feds just ran off in the mosque, and they looking for you.
So when I seen that part, it was two things that ran into my head.
Okay.
The fucking NYPD. That was the first thing. Because the first thing was FBI got shit handled. They know where these niggas are. If they try to even do something, they right there on their ass. They got them in New York, in Denver, everywhere they go, they got FBI agents there ready for them. And then NYPD get a little sniff or something, and then they go start talking to people.
They didn't say it was NYPD though, fam.
Yeah, they did.
I thought they said they're not good. They said they weren't gonna tell what organization it was.
It was the NYPD that went to the mosque snooping around, and then dude from the mosque was like, psst, psst. Yo, they on to you, fam.
Nico, them niggas looking for you. Man.
He called Zazi's daddy. Zazi's daddy was like, hey, tell your boy they out here looking for him. Not realizing, like, yo, fam, if you spend that long at the mosque, fam, like, it's your, you know what I mean, your pastor, whatever you want to call them, you know what I mean, your higher up or whatever, you're going to confide in that person.
Yeah.
So you know that motherfucker know.
You think he knew, though?
Absolutely, 100%.
I feel like that was being racist by saying, "Oh, them niggas know." Like that's why I didn't immediately think them niggas knew.
Nah, he knew, but he went to prove it to you that he knew because he called daddy like, "Hey, yo, fam, Big Zazie,
Big Zazie,
you gotta tell Lil Zazie, you gotta tell Lil Zazie,
hey, yo, Big Zazie,
Big Zazie, you gotta tell Lil Zazie they after you." And then after that, that's when a nigga went to the mosque for like 30 hours.
Well, I don't think they knew. I don't think the mosque dude, the preacher, the reverend, whatever they want to call him, his higher up, I don't think he knew what was going down. I think he just called him and was like, yo, the police asking about your boy.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Because if he knew, they should have locked his ass up too.
Hey, man. If he don't say a word, you know what I mean? Not like Zazi's man.
Yo, we're gonna get to Zazi's man. Zazi's man in a whole bitch and a half.
Yeah.
The way they caught Zazie, basically, like we were saying, man. Nick says the NYPD ran down.
NYPD, fam.
I swear they said they weren't gonna tell who it was. They was trying to keep it secretive. But on my fault. But the New York NYPD ran down on the man. He called his dad. Basically, Zazie was like, "Fuck that, I'm out of here. The block is hot." Hopped on a plane. when he got on the plane, the feds was like, we need a nigga on the plane with this motherfucker because we don't know what he gonna do. That's crazy. Like if I'm an FBI agent, I'm off today, right? I'm sitting here recording a pod with you and get a call like we need you to catch a flight to Denver. Like nigga, I'm off today. Like
my nigga, no, I have no business in Denver.
And but my man, they caught him. He went back to Denver and basically they ran down on him on Zazie in Denver and was like, my man, we know some shit. Come on in here. No, they basically was like, come holler at us. We just want to talk to you. We want to investigate. We want to have a conversation, interview. They want to have an interview with you.
Yep.
Zazie go in. Zazie actually went in on my fucking birthday, I think it was. Damn, that air came on mad powerful. You hear that shit?
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker came on powerful. She got a new AC system, by the way. But anyway,
all right.
Zazie got the interviewing. He was like, nah, I'm not it's me. No. All right, I said that backwards. They ran down on Zazie. They was like, yo, Zazie, what's going on? We know you went to Pakistan with your cousins them a couple goddamn weeks ago. Why the fuck you go to Pakistan? Zazie's stupid ass. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why you go to Pakistan. Nigga, you knew why you went to Pakistan.
Yeah.
Then they asked Zazie, well, why you go to New York on 9/11 anniversary? He said he was out there. They said, what's up with the scare that was in your whip? Oh, man, I don't even know how that scare got in there. I was packing my goddamn shit, and then the scare got in there. I mean, I called my people back home and was like, how the scare get in there? Nigga, they had it.
Relax, man.
Then they told Zazie, goddamn, what's this, my nigga? This a cookbook, my nigga. What's up? You asking my man over there for the recipe, sent you the cookbook. What's up with the cookbook? And at that point, he became the realist in the room. He said, hey, it's me. I was going to blow them niggas up in the subway. Just me, by myself. Fuck that shit.
Yep.
That should have been the end of it.
But
then they ran down on his best friend. You want to tell how they ran down on the best friend, fam?
Bro, man, they just finally, I think it was 2 years later. I want to say
it was 2 years?
Yeah, it was 2 years later.
I missed that.
And because they had all the evidence on Zazie, and they just knew that the two friends was with him.
Yeah.
They didn't really have any evidence. So they just decided, you know what? Let's take his passport. Let's take my man's passport, and then, we'll go from there. Well, they took his passport. They went to his house, asked for his passport. He gave it straight up. You know what I mean? Now,
I'm sorry.
I give it straight up, fam. And then you know what I mean? He decided, fuck this shit. I'm getting out of here. So my man getting the whip. I forgot what car it was. It was a
Nissan Altima.
Yeah, it's a Nissan Altima. He get in it, right? So now, mind you, these are three people that was going to blow up Subway. So you think they have some type of intelligence with him. But I guess he skipped this part of intelligence. Like, he's so smart, he lacked common sense. Because his mind was, I'm going to go down this motherfucking highway and I'm going to drive 65 miles an hour.
65?
In the back of somebody. And then the car's going to blow up and it's going to blow up the other car and other cars around me.
Time out. 1 second there. You forgot to say the part that was funny as fuck.
Oh, when
that nigga hit the running man on the police down the steps, right? And they did a reenactment of the shit. It was like my man walked up and he was like, FBI, right?
Yeah.
Adias is his name. That motherfucker out there. He hit the running man.
Hey, he got away though, nigga. He got away.
He turned into OJ.
He
got away and hit the highway on their ass, right?
And then because of, you know what I mean, because of the organization he was a part of and all that stuff, he decided, I'm gonna call 911 and then I'm gonna what he said? He said death is better than life.
Death more than you love life.
Allah Akbar. And then
he said it twice,
Yeah, and then that's when he ran the back of the car. But how they explained it was, when you're going 65 miles an hour and somebody in front of you is going 45, it's just a fender bender. It's not going to be, you know what I mean? It's not going to be a car explosion, my nigga.
Y'all got to understand, Nick being real humble and bashful about this shit. My man was on the phone with 911, right?
911.
The chick that's on the Shaolin Flowers EP, Rotisha, picked up. Rotisha was like 911 operator. My man said, I love death more than you love life. Allah Akbar, screaming this shit in the phone while he and his Nissan Altima doing 65 down 85.
Yeah.
And then he go crash. He didn't even crash his car. He bumped it.
He just bumped it. You know what I mean? And then it is what it is, fam.
And then they said he hopped out. He hopped out. And somebody was like, yo, my man, you gonna run away from the hit and run? He was like, the fans after me. I wouldn't have said shit. I would have just kept running.
Yo, I don't got no time to talk. I gotta get out of here. You know what I mean? I'm going.
The cop seen the wreck and ran down on him and was like, yo, Aziz, what the fuck? What you doing? You gonna walk away from the fender bender? Yeah. And he was like, yo, the police want me for terrorism. I gotta go. And my man pulled out that helmet and said, no, you ain't.
Surprise. Get on the ground. You know what I mean? Surprise, dummy.
And then they said before my man got to the room, he started snitching.
Yo, fam, he did all that, right? He said, you know what I mean? I'm going out like a soldier, right? I'm going to go out like a soldier. I'm blowing everybody up. When that didn't work, he said, you know what? I'm not called out. I'm not called out for this. I'm telling on everybody.
The thing about it all, people, Aziz wasn't even under arrest for terrorism. They didn't have anything on him for terrorism. Nope. At that point, when he ran and crashed, they had him for speeding and a hit and run, basically.
Yep.
That was it.
But
they said they put that man face down on that hot cop car, and he was like, "Hey, I can buy them niggas all did it." He started telling. He started snitching. He started snitching like a motherfucker.
We took a training trip over to Pakistan, and you know what I mean. We learned all this. He learned explosive. I learned this. He learned that. Came back over here. We had a whole thing set up like this. This starts singing like a canary after his man's already took the fall.
His man took the fall for everything. And I knew it had to be some kind of communication. Like at least he had to holler at in the mosque and be like, "Yo, tell them niggas I got it. Don't say nothing."
Yeah.
D's hit the motherfucking 100-yard dash. He's a runner. He's a track star. Y'all gotta watch it because when he ran down them steps, it's not real. It's like a reenactment. But when he hit the 100-yard dash down the steps, I started laughing.
For sure.
But then he snitched, and his other homeboy was just doing his job. You know what I'm saying? It was 2 years later, the other homeboy was like, them niggas ain't got nothing on me. And he was driving a taxi cab. They pulled him over and snatched him out the car. And he didn't have to say that because his homeboy had snitched on him. Mm-hmm. But all three of them in jail, and nobody died in New York that day.
Nobody died, man.
I know that's a crazy retelling of what happened, but that's basically
that's what happened. That's what happened. It's what's mind blowing, bro, is the fact that it's like, yo, fam, y'all are so smart, y'all are dumb as hell. Y'all couldn't really think y'all was just gonna get away with this.
I think they would have got away with it if my man wasn't so impatient. He sent that email 7 times. They said he sent the email.
Yeah, he kept on.
Arial 10. 10 minutes later, it was Arial 15. 30 minutes later, Arial 50. He said he kept increasing the size of the email. Like, yo, my nigga, I need the recipe. I'm trying to make these cookies.
Yo, it kind of remind me of, like, you know what I mean? The uncle that been in prison so long, and then when he get back, he using like your regular Facebook wall as messenger, but he don't really realize like
everybody can see it.
Everybody can see what's going on. That's what it felt like to me, fam.
Man, I don't say I feel bad for these guys, but this is really they were dumb. I ain't gonna say they were dumb. Adiz, yeah, he was the wing, man. He was the wing.
Yeah, man. Hey. Old head once told me a long time ago, never have co-defendants, fam.
Yeah.
Never have co-defendants.
But you gonna need co-defendants when it comes to blowing up. I mean, to make the impact they wanted to make in the subway, though.
Yeah.
You couldn't, because one man do it. It's not gonna kill as many. The thing that threw me off about this show also was the type of bomb they were making. My man said they was making a bomb that not only explode, but it was full of shrapnel. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
That when it explodes, like nails and screws and every other thing just start going everywhere. So even if the explosion don't kill you, the debris might get you.
Yeah. They was going to. Yeah, they had it set up to where it would have been a very, very bad day on the 8th anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah. That was crazy. Smoke, man, what's the next show, man? What we got? You guys, if you got this far, you gotta watch the next one.
Hey, man, The next one is the student bomber, man. I'm I'm kind of excited about this one. I want to see what this is. A little short synopsis on this is a suspicious online purchase helps starts the FBI's investigation into a chemical engineering student's quest to inflict horrendous damage on America.
It's crazy, man. So next time we talking about a student bomb maker, and we're gonna tell the story how we seen it. I think today we told it how we saw it.
How we seen it? That's all. That's all we are. We just
That's
good reporters. That's it.
Yo, man, it ain't no free Zaza, no free Adonis, Adias, or Zaran.
Yeah, man, they got some wild ass names, but you know what I mean, that's to be expected.
But to let y'all know, they are locked away, and
yeah, even the pops got locked up for 4.5 years, obstructing the federal investigation of his son.
You're not gonna snitch on your boy though. You ain't gonna snitch on Spider-Man. You might tell Spider-Man relax, but you ain't gonna snitch on Spider-Man.
Yeah, nah, I'm not snitching. I'll go down with him. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. You know I don't know though. If my son trying to blow himself up in a subway,
nigga, you tripping? What's going on, man? Like, what's happening? You know,
like we moved you out of that country, my boy. We put you in America for you ain't got to do no shit like that. What the fuck wrong with you, my boy?
You know what I mean? And Big Zazie just out here trying to, drive his cab, make an honest living. You know what I mean? He cool.
Matter of fact, he took his family out the city. He took his family to Denver.
Yeah, man. He just trying to.
Weed was legalized then. Come on, man.
Man, they could have lived a life,
good life.
But like they said though, bro, it was just they was young, because they all grew up in Queens. They all went to high school in Queens, and then you know what I mean. They kind of like started going to the mosque, and then they got into the leader out there, Al-Qaeda, and listening to what he had to say, and it kind of, you know what I mean, wrapped them in it. So they just, even though they didn't know that life whatsoever. Like
they grew up over here.
Yeah, man.
They knew Timbs and fucking, stogies and shit.
Yeah, man. Oh, you gotta relax, man. Jesus Christ.
What's your final thoughts on this one, man?
Hey, man. Final thoughts is this show was better than what I expected it to be.
Yeah, it is.
It is. And I'm very excited for the next 9 episodes. How about you, sir?
I really want to get into the Martin Luther King one. I want to see what that one's about. And I think we got to get a little bit serious, but at the same time, we telling the story. Like we giving you what it was.
It's the Ali and Smoke show, baby. We gonna give it to you how we give it to you, raw, uncut. We gonna make light of the situation because that's just how we are.
You gonna get these jokes, fam.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, bro. But
Adias, you was a snitch ass bitch.
Yeah, man. He's supposed to go down with these niggas, man.
I mean, they already knew what the plan was, so I mean, but my man, they had no charges. I'm sorry, I'm getting to my final thoughts. He didn't have any. He ain't had no charges. Like he ain't had nothing. They just came and pulled up and said, "Give me your passport." He could have gave the passport, shut the door, and be like, "All right, my nigga, I ain't going nowhere right now anyway." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to stack my bread. I'm trying to buy them new Timbs for the winter. You know what I mean? Shut the door.
Get a bubble goose down, and you know what I mean? I'm straight.
He could have had a pelly and a do rag on.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, New York fitted, all that.
Could have been good, but he hit the dash, fam. I wish Netflix has it so you can't like screen record. Because if I could screen record a dash, he hit down them fucking steps, man. He got the fuck out the way.
It was beautiful.
And it's like, where you going? You running from the U.S. government in the U.S. Where the fuck you gonna go, Aziz?
Yeah. The niggas got to drop on us. Help me. Help me. Nigga.
He turned around, told the cop, "Hey man, I'm running from the Fed. They think I'm a terrorist. You think any red blood American gonna stop and let you go? Get your motherfucking ass
in New York City of all places?
Get your ass down.
Like you in New York City, fam. Like niggas is on alert for now on for the rest of their lives there.
Seriously. And
they don't give a fuck who you are. Red, blue, green, black, white. Don't fucking matter. If you say some crazy shit like that, everybody around is like, yo, fuck this nigga up.
Get on the ground.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, shit crazy, bro.
Thank you guys I'm listening. Listen. Watch the show. Be ready for the next episode. We're dropping these motherfuckers once a week. I'm telling you. We might come twice a week if we get the time, because I'm watching this episode tonight. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm watching it tonight. I watched this episode 3 fucking times because I'm still like, I can't believe the snitch ass nigga these. But anyway, it's on Netflix. The show came out in 2018, so it's on Netflix. Enjoy it. Run it up. Watch it. Check in with us. Get in the comments. This is Ali.
This is Smoke.
And this is the Ali and Smoke Show. Take care, guys. Don't snitch like a D's.